a starting shape. So within generative design today, you don't always need a starting shape or existing geometry to start a solve with. Now, I say it's optional with kind of a note as well. So it's optional, but sometimes you may need it. The situations where you may be required to use a starting shape are when there's not a clear line of sight between the preserves to connect within the solver. That will actually cause it to split off and not finish that solve. There's other reasons that we'll talk about as more of an advanced tip that you can use a starting shape to steer you in the right direction or steer you in a way that you'd like, or to speed solving time. So we'll talk about that a little bit first, but let's cover this example where a starting shape would actually be required. So if we go back to generative design, I'm just going to, again, clone this solve that we're looking at here. So we have a second one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create an obstacle geometry that will extend through the part that we have right now, making it impossible for generative design to connect these early on. So here I'm just creating a plane. All of this is just really to prove a point. So when I have that plane, I'm just going to create a sketch, create a very large, essentially obstruction that would stop these two from connecting. Create that as a new solid. And now when we're in generative design, this also shows the power of that local preview. So if this is one of the obstacle geometries that we had, and we go to run our preview, this will actually say that it fails because generative design could not figure out an easy path from the preserve that you see to the right to the preserve in the middle. It says preview failed, something went wrong, and this wouldn't actually be able to solve within the cloud. So to fix that, we need to create a starting shape that connects all of these preserves together and then allows generative to have essentially a starting point for this. So if we go back to the edit model tool and we create a sketch on the plane where our preserves are, in this case, I'll make this pretty crude just to prove the point, but there's multiple ways of doing this. I would just create the geometry that could connect the preserved geometries that we have here. Creating this as a new solid. And what I'll do is I'll combine cut away that obstacle that we have, keeping that tool so we can call it out as an obstacle later on. And when we go back to generative design, I'm going to select that solid that we just created as that shape. And now when we run the preview, it will actually be able to solve. So again, use the preview to tell you when you need a shape to start with. And also think about using the starting shape when there's not a direct connection between all of your preserves. So I'll hide that starting shape so we can see the preview here in just a second. Okay, now you can see the preview, the transparent material there. And if we didn't apply a starting shape in this case, that we have that obstacle essentially blocking any of the connections between the preserves, it would not have been able to run.